You ever been eating pizza and say, yo, this pizza is fire, but for some odd ass reason, I ordered a bunch of pizza, but I don't have a table to put it on. Well, now Pizza Hut, one of the, what is it? What is the major four? Domino's, Pizza Hut, bullshit Little Caesars, and it's another one. Well, I remember the top three. If I can't remember the name off the top of my head, that must mean it's irrelevant. Oh, Papa John's. Oh yeah, Papa John's is irrelevant though. The owner can't stop saying slurs. Fuck them guys. Their pizza is better than Little Caesars, but it's just barely better. Their owner is racist though, so I'm gonna put it a tier under. Anyway, Pizza Hut. Yo, why does this shit keep sticking to my fucking sock? Pizza Hut. If you ever, for some weird ass reason, because let's be real, why the fuck would you order pizza and not have a table? Like, I don't think you have, like, I'm not a genius, I'm not a financial expert, but who is this for? Like, who the fuck has money to order pizza out, but they don't have money for a table? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're eating pizza in the middle of the park on Skid Row or some shit? Like, why the fuck is this that? Like, I just find this funny, bro. Like, imagine you go to a nigga crib, like, right? You go to your man's crib, you like, oh, we gonna go play some Street Fighter or something like that, or oh wait, hold up, let me appeal to the largest common denominator, dumbass niggas. So you going over to your man's crib to play 2K, right? And imagine you look over and you see his TV, and then you go to put something down. Let's say you trying to take your controller out your pocket, but your wallet's in your pocket too, and you want to put your wallet down while you playing 2K so that you could take all the money out to pay for microtransactions so that you could play single player. Because don't be surprised, 2K is going to do that one day. They're going to charge you for single player content. But besides that, you go to his crib and y'all getting ready to play 2K, you pull your controller out, your wallet drop on the floor, you gonna pick up your wallet and you look. This nigga TV and PS3 is sitting on top of a fucking Pizza Hut box, and you like, what the fuck? How are you playing 2K25 on a PS3? God damn, nigga, you in poverty. Like, I just thought that was funny. Let's call this section food news. Because another thing I have in food news is an article about Keith. So if you're not familiar with Keith Lee, basically he's a food reviewer. He goes to different cities, towns, or whatever, and he rates their food. Wait, why is it not clicked on the right thing? He rates the food in those local places. So he'll go to certain restaurants and the places, he'll get some takeout, sit in his car, eat the food, and like he'll tell about his experience. So I say that to say Keith Lee has an effect where he's done food reviews for places and he's quintupled, double, tripled their businesses to the point to where like restaurant will be getting 10 customers an hour. He does a little review, post a 5 second is crazy. 10 minutes is doubly as crazy. But he'll post a 5-minute video on TikTok of him reviewing the food. And once he posts it, lines around the corner and down the block for people who want to eat at the restaurants he recommends to. What does that mean? That means that Keith Lee has influence. Why do I say all that? I say all that to say that Keith Lee's influence is very, very strong. So people can make, a restaurant can make a whole lot of money off of a Keith Lee review. Even if it's a 6 out of 10, people will still line up around the corner because they fuck with him. And now he came to a local spot in their area. That's business. They even have a whole term named after him, the Keith Lee effect, right? So I say that to say he also recognizes that if he said, just like how he said if something is great, if he says something is bad, he'll equally have a bad influence where people will start trashing that place. So let's read on and get a little bit more context. TikTok food reviewer Keith Lee has updated fans on his food tour around Washington, D.C. and revealed that most videos won't be posted because they aren't constructive. Quotes: Lee has skyrocketed in popularity over the years thanks to his life-changing blah blah blah. We know who the fuck he is. The TikToker and his family have traveled to Washington, D.C. to check out some of the most popular restaurants. If bitch, we know that. A video uploaded on August 27th, that was what, yesterday, Keith Lee revealed that although he's only posted 3 reviews from D.C., they've gone to 12 or more restaurants. However, many of his experience... Okay, shut the fuck up. If he made a video on it, let's watch the video.
So let's talk about it. I know we only posted about 3 spots from Washington, but we went to about 12 and we made a decision.
Wait, hold on. Just so like I could watch it in a bigger window. Yeah, advantages of Opera GX, bitch. I don't mind having spyware on my computer as long as I can do cool shit like this.
Me and my family are still in the DMV, and there's a few things I want to talk about, so let's talk about it. Me and my family are...
Oh, that was the beginning.
And there's a few things I want to talk about, so let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
About 3 spots from Washington, but we went to about 12, and we made a decision as a family and as a team, and also a personal decision to not post most of them. So out of those 12, I probably only got like 1 or 2 more that I'm gonna post. And the reason for that, a lot of those videos, in my opinion, aren't constructive at all. And before the narrative starts, I'm gonna show a few clips of the places that we did go to. And again, I don't think they're constructive. So for privacy of the restaurants that we went to, I'm not gonna say what restaurant it is. I'm gonna just show you a little bit of our personal experience.
That I agree with that. That's a big W because like I said earlier, he's being very respectful and he realizes that he has a lot of influence. And when you have a lot of influence, what you say matters. I respect it.
With the sweet potatoes and mac and cheese, unfortunately, I won't be trying any of it. As always, I ain't trying to be rude, I'm just be honest. The smell of this, insane. This perforated the whole car immediately. So much so that my family went back in and asked if they fried it in the same grease that they did the shellfish. And come to find out, they do. And it smelled like it. It smells like shellfish. It smells like frozen fish. It smells... By
the way, just to clarify, he's allergic to fish. So he kind of can't eat that. Either fish or shellfish.
Fish.
He's allergic to seafood.
In my opinion. I don't want no... The entire customer service experience, in my opinion and in my family's opinion, was completely unprofessional. It said on the IG that they opened at 1 o'clock. The truck didn't open up until 2:15. It took about 4 When they went back to the food, they saw her preparing it. No gloves, no washing hands.
Oh, hell no.
Grabbing money, grabbing strawberries, grabbing Fruity Pebbles, and putting it on top of our food.
Fruity Pebbles?
Chicken tastes weird.
The reason there's no food in my hand is because a lot of the restaurants we've been recommended since we've been here look like this.
Oh, hell no. Oh, wait. That one actually looked decent, but what the fuck is this? Wait a minute. This picture gets worse the longer I look at it. God damn. At first, the color palette didn't look crazy because me personally, like, there's a lot of people who, when they see, like, plates of food, they don't want to see the color brown, but like naturally a lot of cooked food or a lot of the common foods that people eat when you cook them and stuff like that, they end up being in a brown color spectrum. So I don't get too mad about that all the time personally. So like a plate like this, like looking at it off a first glance, it looks fine to me, it looks cool, but then I start looking more and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the hell is this? Is this like, why do you have grits with string cheese on top of it? That shit look ass, number one. Number two, why the fuck you giving niggas food on plastic plates? That's just unprofessional. Like, give me a plastic tray or something, nigga. And then why do you have smothered gravy, white, gray, whatever the fuck color? First off, y'all know me, I don't like gravy at all, but why do y'all have this funny colored ass gravy over chicken? I done seen some big bad shit, but smothered fried chicken? Nah, nigga, get that shit out my face. And then bacon. Why the fuck? Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Wait, did I exit it out? No, y'all know what I'm about to say, right? I need to keep this picture up just in case. I thought because I stopped doing a list, I wouldn't have to pull this image back up. But yeah, this is how I feel about the bacon on that plate right now. Why the fuck are you here, gang? Why am I looking at a non-breakfast plate seeing bacon. And if this is breakfast with like grits or whatever, then what the fuck is the smothered fried chicken doing here? This plate just a oh hell no out of 10. The longer I look at it, the worse it gets. If this is salmon mac and cheese, maybe. But if this isn't salmon mac and cheese, why the fuck is the mac and cheese red? Like,
Not the target audience, just based on the pictures.
With her hand. She was putting her hand in the cereal box. Her hand.
Another thing, we don't think they got running water. How is she cooking in the back? That's what I'm saying. How she cooking?
And I did have a question. Do you guys have running water?
I ain't got no point to lie. We just out here eating.
Nigga had to ask if they had running water. I'm not gonna hold you. Nigga, you a better man than me. When it comes to places I eat, I feel like if I have to ask certain questions, there's no point in eating there. Cause at the end of the day, you gotta realize this food is going in your body, right? If food is going in your body and you have crazy ass questions like, do y'all have running water? If I need to think about, if I ever look at anybody's setup and I have to question if niggas is washing hands, anything like that, I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm going somewhere else. Me, I'm the type of person, I don't give a fuck if I paid. If I look behind the counter and I see some crazy shit, I'ma just go. I don't give a fuck if you finish making the sandwich or not. I gotta put that in my body. So that's another thing. I just leave and I never come back because I don't never want anybody who makes food for me to feel disrespected. Cause you know how many crazy things you could do to somebody's food? And we're not just talking about spitting in the food. We're talking about what you could do to the food. Like, nigga, you could put motor oil on my chicken and I may not be able to know because I have a bad sense of smell. So, like, my taste isn't all that good. So, you could put motor oil in my chicken and have me over here sputtering like a car wondering what the fuck happened. I don't play about my food, bro. So, if I have to ask certain questions like, do you have running water? I'm not eating there. I'm not eating there. Like, the only type of food trucks I can reliably trust is like ice cream trucks or like those food trucks that are basically rolling vending machines. If it's not that kind of food truck, or if I don't know the people in the food truck, I don't like eating from it because a lot of people who be doing food truck stuff be nasty as fuck. Like, if you think them teenagers working at McDonald's is nasty, nigga, pay attention the next time you go on a food truck. Cause another thing is some of the grimy food truck people, because like most of the time like your eye level is here or maybe looking up here, the food truck, like the part you can see in is like this far above your head. So usually when you look in a food truck, all you can see is the ceiling, right? Some of the more grimy people keep that in mind and they know that you can't check them on certain things. So for example, you know how like in a regular, like let's say a deli or something like that, you could look straight forward and see if the people behind the counter actually, let me turn this humidifier off, are like using gloves, washing hands and things of that nature. In a food truck, you're not likely to be able to think of that stuff, or you're not likely to be able to see that stuff even by accident, let alone on purpose, because you can't see in the truck properly. That's one of the reasons why, like I said, unless it's like an ice cream truck or something like that, I just in general don't trust food trucks. But on top of that, you gotta ask them if they had running water. Hell no. Like I said, I'm very careful about what I put into my body.
Praying, staying with our families, minding our business. We also went to a lot of places that were recommended. That's one thing that I really want to make clear in this video, is that we went to places that were recommended. We've been in the Sprinter for at least 10 hours a day, just going around trying food, driving an hour to each spot. And since we've been here, we've been blessed enough to sold $30,000 to various restaurants around the DMV. So I don't appreciate it. I don't think it's fair. Blessed enough to sold $30,000 to various, just going around trying to drive an hour to each spot. Since we've been blessed enough to sold $30,000 to various restaurants.
I don't know what the fuck he said in that part.
I don't appreciate it, and I don't think it's fair that we getting criticized for not doing research or not going to a lot of restaurants in DC.
Okay, that's fair.
I've noticed how
one thing I heard that I think Keith Lee really needs to fucking do is, what he needs to do is he needs to like whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, whatever the fuck, he needs to link up with more local creators, because there's been some shit he's done that just made people lose their fucking minds, rightfully so. Like, for example, when he came to New York, like, I will never let this go. When he came to New York to get a chopped cheese, and for some stupid ass reason, this nigga got a salmon chopped cheese. Anybody who's lived from New York, anybody who's ever been in New York for a significant amount of time and ate from a deli will know that a salmon chopped cheese is so fucking out of this world. If you say, I want to try a chopped cheese, and somebody says, yeah, let's go get a salmon chopped cheese, anybody you know from New York would rightfully so be like, nigga, what did you just say? You said you want to get a Ew, nigga, ew. I don't know why, but I feel like that's clippable. But anyway, but like a salmon chopped cheese, like hell nah. Like it's stuff like that, like egregious stuff he's done where like I can't be mad at you, because like there's a certain amount of research. There's a high amount of research you can do and still get certain things wrong if you're not talking to locals. So even though I get like 6.5 views now, manifesting that I get more later, but let's say let me just pretend this video absolutely blows the fuck up and Keith Lee sees it, right? My advice to Keith Lee would be, if I could talk to him, I'd be like, yo, listen, go find some fucking local creators, even if you're not like tapped in with those areas or you don't understand the cultures of those areas. At least go on TikTok and search up NYC food creators for New York, for example, and ask any one of them about food from New York, because nobody who eats New York food for real would have let you do that to yourself. Like, get a salmon chopped cheese. Like, people from New York never even heard of a fucking salmon chopped cheese. And he went to technically what was the highest rated deli in New York. But just because something is highly rated, that don't mean that the local people of that area co-sign it, because you can fake high ratings. Like, I remember one time I met a dude who was like worked on a repair shop or something like that, and it was under my like account, so you could probably still go find it, like the review. And like, anyway, dude was just in the train station with a sign like, I'll pay you to leave a review on my website. And then like he was giving out $2 bills, and he just gave me a $2 bill and was like, yo, let me use your phone, leave a review under my business, whatever, da da da. I was like, cool. I look at it like it's a lot worse things a nigga could be doing than putting fake reviews on their business to try and get business. But hey, listen, point is, I don't know that nigga's business, so I don't actually co-sign that shit. But you look on Google, his business is highly rated because it has a lot of 5 and 4-star reviews and a lot of good reviews. So going off of like Google reviews and shit like that, like that can help you get a general sense from like an outside perspective or like an outsider perspective, but you also sometimes need an insider's perspective. And for examples like the New York one, because there's other stuff he's done, it's just I don't really know them, or I'm not really offended by them as hard as salmon chopped cheese, because I'm from New York, so I know about the culture, and I know that eating a salmon chopped cheese for someone who wants to try out a chopped cheese is a fucking sin.
Media has been pushing since we've been here. A lot of media outlets picked up on the fact that I said restaurants out here, in my opinion, tend to lean towards promoting alcohol more than they promote food. That's been headlines more than us being in the actual city and being blessed enough
Wait, what?
to promote alcohol more than they promote food.
Excuse me?
Research or not going to a lot of restaurants in DC or the DMV area. I've noticed how the media has been pushing since we've been here. A lot of media outlets picked up on the fact that I said restaurants out here, in my opinion, tend to lean towards promoting alcohol more than they promote food. That's been headlines more than us being in the actual city and being blessed enough to touch the people that we touch. Granted,
I'm not from DC, so I don't know. Is that true?
a lot of people that was extremely nice. We even went to a comedy show randomly, but that's another reason why I'm keeping most of those videos, to protect the restaurant owners, because it's not going to be constructive and it's just going to be them getting tore down, and I don't want that. Past those 12 videos, I still got about 6 or 7, and I'm going to be releasing those throughout the next couple days. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
So just know, if Keith Lee come to your restaurant and you don't see a review, that means you got something to work on, because you don't want that review to ever come out. Because if niggas beg him to, because I don't think he would do it, but let's say people beg him to drop the reviews and he does drop them. The restaurants might as well just close your fucking doors. Like me personally, if Keith Lee was to come to my restaurant and give my restaurant a shitty review, same day, closing doors for about 2-3 weeks. I'm closing the doors. I'm ripping the sign down, changing the name. The interior, I'm redesigning that whole shit. Everything in that bitch getting ripped up and redesigned same day. I promise you that restaurant won't look the same by the time I'm done with it. Nope. He dropped a bad review on you. That means not only did you supremely do something that like mostly pissed him off, that means you pissed him off to the point to where he didn't mind posting a negative review, which is something he, as you can clearly tell, hates doing. So for me, it's like, hell nah, bruh. If Keith Lee posts a bad review of your shit, yeah, you're a fuck up. You're a do-bad, bro. Go ahead on, like I said, rip that sign down, put up a new one. You're not coming back, bud. Anyways, on to some more kind of tech news. I didn't want to like go into the article for this. Oh wait, I had to go into the article to see the damn thing. I don't want to go too deep into reading this article, but like, I just want to say, like, just going off the picture, the eye test for this phone, wow, is this a terrible... Wait, let me turn my shit off and then turn it back on. Wow, is this a terrible idea for a phone? Because, like, there's already currently problems with, like, foldable phones and, like, the part where the hinges going black and becoming unreadable and stuff like that. And you want to introduce 2 folds into the mixture? So that's twice as much... That's 2 hinges to fuck up instead of just 1. That's twice as many problems. Like, this shit just look goofy, bro. I just wanted to pull it up to just laugh at it, cause like, what? Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Like, bro, nah, that ain't it, chief. That ain't it, chief. Oh yeah, some more movie oriented news. I haven't watched this movie, but I have played the Boring Lands games. And I hate to see any movie flop. Oh wait, I thought that was gonna pop up on my second screen. I hate to see like any kind of movie or media flop, because like anytime anything flops, there's a lot of people whose jobs are attached to that thing that flopped, and there's a lot of people whose like livelihoods are threatened and whatnot whenever something of this nature flops and it doesn't do good. So I kind of never want to see that, but at the same time, I am going to call this movie shitty and trash, even though I've never seen it, so that I could push my agenda that the Borderlands games are not that fucking good. Except for the 2 Tiny Tina expansions, every second of Borderlands I played, it had decent gameplay, but Borderlands is supposed to be a more like a vibe experience type of game that you more so vibe to than actually like play. It's not that fucking good. I've talked to Borderlands fans and they give me every excuse on the planet Earth. Oh, this game just is an acquired taste. Yeah, you have to have an acquired taste for fucking garbage. I said a long time ago that Borderlands, the way that they scale the amount of damage that the enemies take is trash. They don't scale it properly for when you're playing in single player without any other people, for if you just want to play the game by yourself. Niggas had every excuse in the book. Oh, you just suck. Oh, it's a skill issue. Oh, you're supposed to play this game with friends. That's where the fun comes in. And y'all know, if y'all haven't watched my content, whenever I hear that fucking dumbass excuse, here's my opinion on that dumbass excuse. Oh, this game is only fun with friends. Unless the game is specifically designed to be played with friends, which Borderlands is not, then playing with friends, anytime you play a game with your friends, if they're really your fucking friends, it would be fun. Like, for example, Fortnite, you could play Fortnite by yourself and still have fun. You could play Helldivers by yourself and still have fun. Helldivers, even though like I shitted on it when I played it, I was just being like dramatic a little bit, low-key. Like looking back on it, I was like, you know what? Helldivers isn't that damn bad. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't my type of game. But like, even with that game, like I could see where I could play Helldivers completely by myself and still have fun. I could play Fall Guys by myself and still have fun. Why is it I just named several multiplayer experiences that I can play and have fun, But yours, I have to play it with somebody else to have fun. I'll tell you why. That's because this shit is fucking trash. Boring Lands is trash. And you know what's crazy? My favorite Borderlands, besides the Tiny Tina stuff, my favorite mainline Borderlands is 2. And that's the one everybody calls bad. Fuck Boring Lands. After like 2 weeks, what was it? Where is it? Almost universally negative, just 22 million. Earlier this month. So this movie came out. When the fuck? Why is my computer doing that? It's probably this damn visualizer in the background. Let me pick a different one. Let's go with Cyberdeck. That one's always easier to run. Borderlands. I gotta type movie so I don't get the game. Yeah, Borderlands movie release date. When did this movie come out? This movie came out August 9th, right? Put this back over here properly. This movie came out August 9th. Motherfucker, it is August, so not even 20 days. So this movie was in theaters exclusively for less than 3 weeks. For 2 weeks, this movie was in theater exclusively, and it's already going to digital home video, which I would argue that going exclusively to digital home video is worse than going to digital video. Is worse than going to home video, because like with home video, like it being on DVD, VHS, or whatever, like back in the days, at least you make some money off of somebody going to get the DVD, and also like it could at least get a cult fan base by that, because the way that media used to be consumed, for those of you little billies and little timmies that watch this, the way that most of this media and shit used to be consumed is you would have to physically get the fuck up, go to a store and buy the CD, meaning Borderlands, like let's say Borderlands, for example, you didn't go to watch that movie by accident. Even if you just went movie crate diving and you found the shit by accident, you still had to take that risk of saying, does this movie look or sound good based off of the blurb on the back before you buy it and go watch it and stuff like that. So you really had to take a risk to watch movies like that. Going to digital home video is way worse, because when you click on a video on Disney Plus, even if it is by accident, clicking on something on Disney Plus by accident and going and buying a movie you just saw because fuck it, the box art looked good, you don't have the same attachment and the same set of expectations. This shit is hard. This shit suffered a horrible fate. On to better movies though. Hellboy is supposedly coming out. Now I hope YouTube doesn't strike this down. And if it does, I'll see you after I finish watching this fucking trailer. But positively manifesting that they don't. Let's see what this trailer talking about.
There's something going on here.
What's going on, gang? I'm gonna turn the volume way lower, and I'm gonna play my music in the background. Turn you in a jet. What the fuck? Shorty got a coon going in her mouth? Like as in raccoon. Auto-generated captions. Alright. Wait, did it just say VBS Films? Is that what it just said? Yeah, shorty choking on a coon. She joking on a BBC. She choking on a raccoon BBC. Yep, my buttons got delayed. That's nice. But yeah, it is VBS. They saying this shit premium tier movie. Nah, what? Am I bugging? Hellboy looks off. Nah, I don't like the way they did Hellboy's like costume. He looks like a baby. Yeah, the sound's gonna cut in and out on the background for that, so just ignore that. But they got Hellboy looking like a baby. Oh hell no. Hellboy don't look right. He don't look right.
That's interesting.
Oh, what the hell? I like the VFX, they look cool.
Want me to squash?
No, squashing's good.
I told you it was gonna come out a random amount of time later. Yeah, Hellboy looks skinny. He looks like a little baby boy. I think they should have did something to make him look more beefed up. Like the actor should have did some more push-ups or something.
Oh, I know something you're afraid of.
Hear something?
This faux nickel. I bet you scared of that. Bah!
Let's just keep on coming.
It ain't even really good.
I like the aesthetic of this movie. Like, looking at it, I like the like horror aesthetic. Like aesthetically, I like it. The only thing that's throwing me off is this skinny ass, malnourished ass, baby boy ass Hellboy. Like, where the fuck your shoulder game at, gang? Yeah, look at the shit my computer's doing, man. 40% CPU trying to watch fucking YouTube. Can you please chill out? There we go. Okay, now it's going down about 20. I had to turn my AC on, man. It's getting way too hot in here. I forgot I cut my mic off because of the AC. He said, hey, I fuck with prayer, don't get me wrong. But I'm also praying that this knocks don't jam. Bah! I respect it. I respect it. Okay, that's the end of the trailer. I like the way this movie is looking, I'd be willing to give it a chance. I like the aesthetic and whatnot. I like the aesthetic. Okay, yeah, I gotta cut this shit off. It's making my computer lag, or is my computer just doing that? Okay, no, it was that. But I like the aesthetic of this movie. I like the way that this movie like looks in general and whatnot. I fuck with it. I'll give it a chance when it comes out. What else we got for the new? Oh no, that was not the mods. CPU at 27, by the way, y'all. I forgot. I can't fucking show you that. For some dumbass reason, it doesn't let me drag it up and down. Oh, yep. Did Opera GX just crash? Opera GX, the fuck is you doing? Hello? Okay. Control Shift Escape. Let me close out the program real quick, y'all, and restart it. Your details, I need to see all that. And task. Exit. 27% CPU, man. 27% CPU. Let me see if my CPU is heating up. Is that what it is? Yeah, it is. Okay, I just have to turn the AC on and let this chill for a second. This I wanted to look at. Well, crash one. This I just wanted to look at and kind of say, like, use it as an excuse to bring up Astrobot, because this game looks like it's gonna be hard when it comes out. I don't really have no reason to mention that shit other than that. It looks like it's gonna be cool when it comes out. That's about it. This is fine. I saw an article about this saying that it basically looks like Sifu meets Mirror Edge. I want to look at the trailer and see what this look like. Okay, all of this is captured on PC. Is it a console exclusive? Well, I like the character designs and the models. I don't like the level design too much. It looks kind of ew. But this character design is fire. Ooh. And I got a little Baby Jarvis. Okay, it might just be that level, because this one looks a little bit better. Still a bit generic, though. It has like a more gritty aesthetic. Ooh. 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 Throw my tag up. Draw your setup on his face. Draw your set on his face. Okay. I wonder if it's gonna be more 3D with like side scroller sections, or if most of the game is gonna look side scrollery like this with camera shake. This looks a little bit early access though, like animation wise. They definitely gotta go through and make sure they clean up a lot of these animations. Cause this shit, I'm not gonna lie, like stylistically, it looks like a mobile game in a bad way. They could really shape this up though, because like the design foundation and the base of the designs look cool. It just looks like they didn't do shit with it. You know what? This is probably like a underfunded, not so team that doesn't have like a lot of talent on it, because this shit just looks okay. This looks like a fucking single A game. This don't look like a triple A or a double A game. This looks like a single A game. It looks like it's gonna be a good dark horse $20 game. And that's not a bad thing, you know? Not everything has to be Baldur's Gate 3 or The Last of Us 2, you know? The Last of Us 2 before they drop 2 remasters to it. Anyway! I heard some good things about this game. Basically, it's supposed to be the Valorant gameplay loop with like Call of Duty shooting, meaning you don't have to sit in a fucking corner for 20 minutes. You can actually shoot back when being shot at. It basically, this feel like, from what I've heard, it shoots closer to like Rogue Company. It plays closer to Rogue Company if y'all ever played that game, but you know, nobody did, so a lot of people haven't brought up that comparison. But from what I've heard and what I've seen, it basically plays like Rogue Company, but you basically have like 2 characters you can control and whatnot. Oh no, that's a whole different game. Let's read on. Mountaintop Studios has, no. The launch of its debut title, Spectator Divide, the free-to-play, blah, blah, blah. Having recently wrapped up a couple rounds of closed testing, the game will soon be available to play to anyone with a Steam account. No invites necessary. Okay, so no drops. That means everybody, not just content creators, will be able to get access to it. That's always a W. Spectator Divide was only revealed at the beginning of the month. Okay. That means they carefully planned the way they're dropping. Okay, we got flash and shit on the screen. That means they carefully designed the way that they did this, and they made sure that they carefully planned out each and every single step of the way. I respect it, because all the stuff I heard about it, I have only heard in a month, and they've just been showing the game off for a month and letting people, like content creators, talk about it for a month, and then now they're dropping it. I respect it. Although this is a 3v3 shooter, it plays more like a 6v6 because each player is basically you get to control 2 characters, not at the same time. Like, you can switch back and forth and do different stuff. So actually, let's watch the launch trailer. Let's see if there's anything in here that explains it a bit better. So you see that token? Watch. You see how another version of them popped up? Wait, right. She tossed a token. Boom. You see how this is the same thing as her? Like, they're the same character? Basically, the way it's gonna do is you can throw out that little puck, leave your character in some place, and you can go another place, and you can switch back and forth between the characters and do different stuff with them like that. One mind, 2 bodies. That's fire. That's fire. And then, like, I heard, which makes me sad, but I heard this game has no sprint because it's meant to be a tactical shooter, and that you don't slow down while ADSing. You don't slow down during ADS, technically would be the popular way to say that. Ooh, head tap. And I heard this game is crosshair accurate, and the cosmetics look fire. I see what people was talking about when they said the art style is basically just Valorant. Because like most of what I know about this game, I've just been hearing about it. I haven't seen too much footage of it. I've seen a video or 2 on it, but excuse me, I wasn't really watching a video. I was more so listening to it. Okay, this does look hard. There are no ultimates in this game, I heard, by the way, so that's a good thing. You don't have to worry about dumbass ults. It's just you and your gun and maybe an ability or 2. Oh, so I think what this is showing is that the further away your person is, the longer you have to wait to switch to them. It isn't just instantaneous switching, which is cool. I like that. Because, like, it would be kind of fucking unfun if you could instantly switch. Like, it would make comebacks way harder. So, I like that. And I wonder, if you walk past somebody's body, can you shoot it and, like, kill their ability to switch? And if you can, will it be they can just throw another puck and have another person? Or will it be like, if you destroy their second character, their first character gets cooked too? Like, I want to know balancing wise, like how they balance that. But like they said, the game's gonna be free to play soon, so I'll be able to see for myself. But I hope it's like this and that it takes a second for you to switch. Are they gonna give a... Okay, yeah, launch date reveal. When is it? September 3rd? That's not too long. That's not too long from now. Nigga, it is gaming season. That's next week, Tuesday. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely put this on my calendar and in my notes for next week, Tuesday. I'm gonna definitely look out for that. With that being said...